there are signs of productions planning to reopen, so you need to get your self-tape gears right now because you're gonna be competing with everybody for a while through self-tapes.
Differences proper gears make, eh?
Hi, welcome back. This is Jo. If this is your first time here, welcome. I am a Chinese actress living in Hollywood North, chasing the big dream of getting that Golden Man Oscar. Good news! There are signs that productions are planning to reopen along with the highest safety measures. Yay! The not that great of a news is that you need to start pouring lots of money in order for you to compete in this new market. Even though money might be already a big problem for most of us actors. And you also need to keep spending on what you're already spending on in acting training. Just now you gotta spend more to buy more stuff. Yeah. Because of COVID-19, countries are slowly reopening through phases and still abiding by these social distancing rules. That means that most likely we're not going to be going back to our typical crowded casting places and audition rooms, and most likely going to be submitting to self-tapes only for a period of time. Well, no more charming the casting director with your wonderful personality during that 30 seconds of walking into the room. No more,
"Oh, it's so nice to see you, Mingle Mingle. I've known you for years. I have a wonderful personality. Please hire me."
tactic. With the blank wall, the zoomed in shots, and the boring slates. Praying for whoever watching behind the computer screen is in a good mood because we can't kiss ass no more. No! Oh, but for my fellow introverts who hate small talks and find it very hard to gather up that skin to mingle, it is our time to shine. Basically, since you'll be competing with everybody through self-tape, you need to make sure the basic foundations in your self-tape needs to be as pristine and as perfect as possible. So here are the basic gears that you need in the order of importance. Number one, of course, is a high definition camera. It can be a digital camera like I'm using, or it can be your phone if you think that the quality is good enough. If you have a lower budget and you have a good, relatively new smartphone, that should do it for you. Second is a good lighting setup, and that means a ring light and light box set, preferably both. Trust me, lighting makes the biggest difference. It can turn you from a flat-faced pug if you only have a light shining towards your face, or it's beautiful as a Doberman. The third one is a tripod, and you can either go for a standing tripod or a portable tripod like a GorillaPod. What's great about that is that you can take it everywhere and you can just wrap those legs around some kind of post, and then all of a sudden you can film. And then all you need is a blank piece of wall, preferably an empty blue wall, so that whatever you're wearing and your expressions and just you yourself stands out compared to being in a blank white wall. But if your wall is textured or has decorations on them, you can buy a foldable backdrop. And I know it's a particularly bad time to all of a sudden splurge so much money, especially it's just only starting to open up. So you don't have to buy everything at the same time. Just assess what you have already and then just buy one thing after the other when you are financially comfortable. I started filming my self-tapes with my smartphone, and eventually when I have enough savings and I want to start investing, I bought a new camera. For example, the very first thing that I bought is a portable tripod. I already have a smartphone that has a relatively good camera attached to it, and like most phones, it has a flashlight on it, so if natural light isn't enough, I can just use the flashlight to film. I also had a coat stand, so all I had to do is to take the portable tripod and attach that on my coat stand, and then all of a sudden my phone can film. You can see that particular setup self-tape result in this video.
So both of these videos were filmed with my smartphone, and at that time I was using Samsung Galaxy Note 5. For the video on the left, I was shooting at night and directly with my phone light. So you can see that the phone light was shining directly towards my face, so it wasn't creating a shadow in the background. However, if I do walk a little further away from my phone, the light just wasn't strong enough in order to capture and focus the light on myself as much. And it was also creating this yellowish hue because of the phone light itself. But you can see on the video on the right hand side, I was using natural light that came from the left hand side of myself, coming in from the windows. And you can see what that does. Even though it looks more natural, it creates this background shadow in the white wall behind me, and it also creates this shadow on the right hand side of my face. Overall, using the smartphone to film, the quality isn't bad, but the lighting does make a huge difference.
Later on, I got myself a proper tripod, and it saved me a lot of time setting up. Because instead of having to tangle with those legs and wrapping around things, all of a sudden I just have to clip my phone on. Then I got my first ring light, and that drastically changed how I look in front of the camera. It really improved the lighting and put me as the focus in the video itself as the subject. Eventually, when I saved enough money and I wanted to start YouTube, I got my first digital camera. You can see the video quality jumped drastically because of that. And because of the functions and options I can tune in the camera itself, it naturally blurs the background, so the texture of the white wall behind me doesn't take away any attention. You can probably see with the pillows that are beside me that they're pretty blurred out. That's the function of the camera. Then for my most recent purchase, I bought a set of light boxes, so then my self-tapes, you don't see this very distracting ring of light in my eyes because ring light. And here's the one of my most recent self-tapes. You can see the final quality of the video after purchasing these gears. And here's a side-by-side comparison of my self-tapes with different level of gears. So yeah, it does make a huge difference when you see the comparison. Everyone loves watching something that is very comfortable and pleasant to the eyes. So if you not only look wonderful and you act wonderfully, but you present your self-tape in a high quality and professional manner, that will make your self-tape stand out compared to everyone else and really leave a positive impression. Invest, invest, invest. And that concludes the video for today. What other high quality gears do you use to create a good self-tape? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video and you want to follow me in riding that Asian representation wave into Hollywood with my tiny T-Rex arms, click like, subscribe, and that bell button. I post a video on Friday at noon, and I will see you next time. Bye!
Oh, I saw you on TV. You must make a lot of money, yeah? Oh, you're an actor? Okay, do you make money? What's your actual job? You know, your actual job that earns you money and pays your bills?
Okay, just look at my paycheck and stop asking me.